Alrighty there, welcome back to another video, and in this video I want to talk about the Cronos chain and also CRO and where I think CRO is going to go in this bull market, because I know a lot of people out there are saying the bull market's over, it's dead, a lot of people capitulated, left the market, that's it, all gone. I really don't think that's the case. I really don't think this bull market or alt season has absolutely started yet. And I tell you what, I am not selling anything yet. Or because I really do think, like CRO for an example, it's got a long, long way to go in this bull market. And we've got a lot of gains to be made. There will be millionaires made in this market. And there will be people who don't make it through this market, and we can see that with some people at the moment. They're just capitulating, they're getting out of the market, it's dead, not doing anything, it's a scam. Well, I've seen it all before in other cycles, but you've just got to hold on tight, always take profits on the way up. That's what I say. But for me to capitulate now would be my biggest financial mistake. I really do think a lot of things go, and don't get me wrong, we could get a black swan event at a time. But also, we've got the Federal Reserve happening as well, the meeting, the FOMC meeting. Are we going to get 25 or are we going to get 50? One of the way it's going to be some big volatility coming into the market. So you just got to bear that one in mind. It might be to the downside and it might be to the upside. Or it might just be sideways and up, sideways and down. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody got a magic crystal ball or anything like that. But Cronos, I always get messages saying to me on X or on my videos, why you keep talking about Cronos? Why do you keep talking about crypto.com? It is dead. We see other projects on 7 days doing 150% gains, and Cronos does nothing. What we got to bear in mind is it's like anything new. And don't forget, the Cronos chain, it's only been around, since November the 8th of 2021. So it hasn't even had a bull market. This is the very first bull market. And when I see alt season starts kicking in, this is when I think Cronos chain is going to shine. This is when we start getting people coming back into the market. Because don't forget, a lot of retail are not here. Most retail are not. A lot of the people like me and you out there, all the degens and the OGs out there who have stayed in the market because we have conviction where it's going to go. And there's a lot of other people who have left. But people will come back. And obviously, if we get these rate cuts and money printing comes in, and we're going to get retail right towards the end, starts FOMOing in, why people like us have been DCAing in through the hard times and scary times. But, trust me, it will happen. I always thought in previous bear markets, it's never going to happen. And then it surprised me. Crypto surprised me, it turns up and then explodes. Nothing's guaranteed, of course. But, the Cronos chain, it's only young. It's just lots of things. And you can tell that it's growing because you can see on the Cronos unique address wallets, over 1.5 million unique addresses, all the way from the beginning of conception, from the 8th of November of 2021. 1.5 million addresses. And the Cronos chain is growing. It's going to get bigger. It just takes time. And that's where I mean, you've got to hold on. You've got to hold on to everything you've got, because it will happen, and it will happen when you least expect it, that explosion. But when alt season happens, it's gonna be big. I know it is. Gut feeling tells me it's going to be big, because at the moment, like with Cronos, at the moment we're positioned, we're in the top 100, but we're in position 37. The price at the moment is up 46% on the 24-hour volume, and we know crypto.com, for an example, we know on spot trading it's up in the top, and also lots of conviction in terms of their ecosystem, in terms of all their partnerships they're doing, and the licenses they're getting, and hopefully Hong Kong will come around, and hopefully the app will go live in South Korea. So there's a lot of things going on, and it's all about being patient. That is the key, is patience. I've got conviction, done my research on it, I feel comfortable in it and what they are doing. But we can see here, the volume is just shy of 5 million. So it's nothing major, but this has all happened just before the bull market fully kicks in. When all season comes in, you'll see that volume increase and increase. But at the moment, everything is very, very flat at the moment. We've had these little pumps and retracements down, and it will keep on doing that. But what I'm really bullish is, it's the Cronos chain itself. The Kronos chain is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I really do think, I know a lot of people don't like memes, but it's the memes that are going to, I think, are going to carry the Kronos chains. And don't forget, we get those burns coming in as well. That's going to bring in a lot more users probably into the space, but also because it brings CRO to the rarity more and the demands there, that's going to be increasing the CRO coin. But also, all these memes that are on here at the moment are all geared up, ready for this bull market. And when retail starts coming in, what at the end of the day, what you got to look at, this is a new chain, and memes are the ones that are going to make a lot of people a lot of money. And obviously, it can also lose a lot of money as well. So you're going to have a very, very risk tolerance on it and never put more money you're willing to lose. But, you know, I think it's these memes in the ecosystem is going to make the move for the Crow coin. You know, and as we can see here, we're all geared up, ready for Merry. Is Merry going to get listed? Are we going to get a listing on the crypto.com? If so, I'm expecting Merry to going to make some pretty big moves to the upside. But obviously, when those retail start coming back and they come into this ecosystem and they start buying the memes and they start getting into the gaming and everything else and start staking and earning, because that's what a lot of people do on the Cronos chain with the DeFi wallet. They do a lot of staking, earn that passive income. It's a good way when the markets are flat, the markets are in the bear markets, to accumulate as much CRO as you can. But a lot of these Cronos coins, a lot of these meme coins are geared up, ready for this bull market and for when alt season really kicks in. We can see Merry. We had that massive pump. You know, right at the beginning of the year, March, April time, we had that massive pump to the down. Then we had that big retracement, a lot of sideways action. And what I'm waiting for right now on Merry, which I think as soon as Crypto.com announces that they're going to list Merry, we're going to break this downward sloping trend. And like I said, break this trend, the trend is your friend until it ends. And when this downward trend ends, which it is doing, we can see here we're trying to make our way back up, get above this line and make our way up. That is what I'm seeing happening. And if Merry gets listed, I can really see this being broken and a new trend to the upside is going to be made. And I own, going back to the rest, I own Merry, I own Core, and I own Crob as well as Corgi AI and a few other tokens as well, because I have conviction that they will make some big moves to the upside. And I just have that conviction, and that I really do think you just got to hold on and be patient. That's all I say. It's a young chain, lots of things happening, a lot of buildings happening, and you could do so much in that chain as well, from staking as well and getting involved with the games on there. You know, so there's lots of things going on. So let's have a quick check on what is actually happening with the CRO price as well. So we can look on here. This is on the daily chart for CRO. And what, just like Merry, really, we're on this downward trend. We had that big pump up, didn't we, around about that March time when all that liquidity was coming in. And then suddenly it all died off. And then we just tumbled down and down and down. And we can see the money flow on Cypher B here. The money flow has just been flowing out. But what I'm looking for CRO now, like I said, if those meme coins start making big moves, and we'll get some news regarding like burns and such like, this is where I think CRO is going to make the move to the upside. Right now, we're just on this down sloping change, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs, and it's just been downward. What I'm looking for, just like Merry, is to break this downtrend here, get above this trend line, and then make a way up. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot around here, a lot of areas of resistance which is being built up. But like I said, we've got this resistance around here, which is around about that 9 cents kind of mark. After that, the next kind of resistance is getting up to that 12 pence. We can see here we had that beautiful wick to the upside, hit around about 11, then we come back. So what I want to see in Cronos is to break this downtrend here, make a way up, break this area resistance, and make a way above 10 pence. That's what I want. I want to see with CRO, because when we look on the lower time frames, which I don't really do very much, and we can see here that we're just on this, but we've got this cup down and it's downward, but we're starting to get now, what I've noticed, we're starting to get money flow coming back in. Now, are we going to hold that? And then we're starting to curve to the upside here. If we can curve that like we did here to the upside, and then break that area of resistance and get above that area around here of around about that 9 cents and 10 pence mark, we're on the way up. But obviously, it all comes down what happens to Bitcoin, and obviously what's happening later on this week on Wednesday with the FOMC meeting. So we've got to be very, very careful what is going to happen this week. It could be to the upside, could be down to the downside. But obviously, if it's to the upside, I could really see CRO breaking straight through this area of resistance here. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. And I'm watching very, very closely on the unique addresses. I'm also watching very, very closely what is happening in the Cronos chain as well, and specifically with the meme coins and with Mary as well. So I'm watching a lot of things going on. So, like I say, always do your research. Don't listen to me. Do your own research. Don't put more money you're willing to lose. Stay safe out there because it is going to be really, really volatile. But I have every conviction on crypto.com and the Cronos ecosystem that big moves will happen. And I'm hoping it's going to be to the upside because I really, really want to see CRO get to that $1 mark in this bull market. Get to $2. That's what I'm thinking. $1 to $2. That's the areas I am thinking. And when we come to take profit, I'm taking profit from $1 onwards. As we're going up, I will skim profits off. That's my plan. That is what I'm going to do. And like I say, always have your own plan as well. So like I say, smash that like and give subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.